Welcome to the She's Not Sorry podcast, summer season. I'm Julie, founder of INCANDERE and creator of She's Not Sorry, a continuing audiovisual series for women reclaiming their voice, truth, visibility, and personal authority. This summer season is about the woman who is done shrinking, done over apologizing, and ready to hear herself again. Through storytelling, teaching, and reflection, we'll explore a wide variety of topics that include personal growth, human behavior, relationships, wellness, leadership, and what it means to become a woman who no longer apologizes for her truth. Let's begin. Today's episode is called Stop Calling Your Disappearing Peace. Because sometimes what we call peace is actually self-abandonment with better branding. Sometimes I'm just keeping the peace really means I'm not saying what I need, or I'm pretending this does not bother me, or I'm afraid of this reaction, or I don't want to be difficult. That's a big one. I've decided that my discomfort is easier to carry than their disappointment. And for many women, this pattern starts early. We are praised for being mature, easy, helpful, understanding, flexible, good. The girl who doesn't make a fuss becomes the woman who doesn't know how to ask for what she needs without feeling guilty. It's the girl who learned to read the room becomes the woman who forgets she's allowed to take up space in it. Or the girl who was rewarded for being agreeable becomes the woman who confuses silence with kindness. But peace that requires your disappearance is not peace. It is control. It is emotional labor. It is performance. And eventually, your body will start telling the truth your mouth keeps avoiding. Maybe it shows up as resentment. Maybe you snap over something small. Maybe you feel numb. Maybe you dread conversations that have not even happened yet. Maybe you feel exhausted after being around people you supposedly love. Maybe you feel like you're living in a version of yourself that everyone else appreciates, but you no longer recognize. This is not because you are broken. That is because you have been over-functioning in places where honesty was needed. There is a difference between true peace and performed peace. True peace has room for honesty. Performed peace requires silence. It's kind of that simple. True peace allows needs to exist, whereas performed peace asks no person to carry this discomfort for everyone else. True peace includes boundaries. Performed peace rewards disappearance. A woman can be calm on the outside and completely abandoned on the inside. And this is why this matters. Sometimes the body becomes the messenger. Tight jaw, heavy chest, irritation, exhaustion, resentment, tears that come out of nowhere, a feeling of being tired of your own life, even when nothing dramatic is happening. These signals are not always random. Sometimes they are the body asking, how much longer are we going to pretend that this is okay? Or that this does not mean you need to become harsh. This does not mean everything or every feeling needs a confrontation. This does not mean you have to burn anything down, but it does mean you need to stop confusing your silence with emotional maturity. Real maturity includes honesty. Real peace includes truth. Real connection includes the ability to say, this does not work for me. I need to be honest. I need support. Maybe I need more support. I'm not available for that. I've changed my mind, or I'm not okay with this. Those sentences may feel small, but they're not. They are acts of return. Every honest sentence is a return to yourself. Every boundary is a return. Every moment you do not have to over-explain is a return. Every time you let someone experience your truth without rushing to manage the reaction, that is a return. And I want to say this gently, but clearly. Some people benefited from the version of you who never asked for much. Some people may not celebrate the version of you who starts telling the truth. That does not mean your truth is wrong. It may simply mean the relationship was built around your silence. She's Not Sorry is not about becoming careless with people. It is about becoming honest with yourself. It is about no longer making your own disappearance the price of connection. Here's a reflection practice for this episode. Write this sentence. I have been keeping the peace by ... Finish the sentence. Finish it honestly. Maybe the answer is, I have been keeping the peace by not saying what I need. Or I have been keeping the peace by laughing things off. I have been keeping the peace by doing more than I can carry. I have been keeping the peace by pretending I am fine. And then ask yourself, what would truth sound like here? You do not have to say it perfectly. You do not have to say it loudly. You do not have to say it today. But you do have to stop pretending that swallowing yourself is the same thing as being whole. This has been the She's Not Sorry podcast, Summer Season, a continuing audiovisual series from INCANDERE for women reclaiming their voice, truth, visibility, and personal authority. I'm Julie, and this is She's Not Sorry. Subscribe for the next episode in the summer season, and remember, your voice is not the problem. The apology was.